this location here is where I buried at least 20 little babies that were born asleep. They come overnight, you know, especially at weekends, these little babies, and we'd open the garage where the wagon was kept, and onto the right hand side, I can see them now, there'd be maybe 3-4 little coffins, not made very well, and the lid came off one once, and they were wrapped up. I didn't see it, but they were wrapped up in like a linen blank cloth, you know, and I had to transport them through the cemetery in a wheelbarrow and bury the little mites.
What were your feelings about this at the time?
Oh, it was awful, especially being a boy of 17. You know, I still lived at home. I hadn't left home or anything, and I'd tell my nan, because I live with my grandparents. Oh, nan, I've had to bury little babies today and yesterday, and most Mondays, you know, and it just wasn't nice. And I didn't stay at the cemetery. In the end, I left the cemetery because it was just too sad of a job for a young boy. You know, we were just in a dirty old shed all weekend. I mean, if a lady had a baby and it died and it came Friday night, it might be in that garage until Monday morning, you know. Up throughout the weekend, people came and fetched other little coffins, you know, and I had the duty one day to dig the grave that are not in line with all the other graves. They just put it on patches of ground where they can spare, and I put at least 20 babies buried side by side in 2 rows, and then I filled the grave in this location. Put two layers of little mites in, but what it is, it stays open until the grave's full. So you put maybe 3 or 4 babies in, and then you cover it with a bit of soil, you know, maybe 10 inches of soil. Then next, you know, there might be another little coffin next day. So you put that. So when there were about 18 to 20, I forgot the exact amount. And then once there's 2 rows in it, you fill the grave in. Then, yeah, and it's not marked. No.
What were your feelings doing this? You know, what have your feelings been in the 50 odd years since?
Oh, the feelings in the last 50 odd years of sadness, grief. You know, it's bothered me throughout my life. I give them the utmost respect when I was burying this. I didn't even put them in the grave while there's people around. I didn't want to know what I was doing, you know. And mothers, I give them the utmost respect, and said I am religious, and I give them said a little prayer. Now I come each Christmas with a flower and some incense sticks and burn them and think of them little children.